Hi everyone, my name is Cody Gaynor and this is my final presentation for Communications 2050. I hope you like it. The theory that I will be analyzing in this paper is face negotiation theory. I will be examining the theory, what it is, and how it has been improved. I will take a closer look at the people and the authors of this theory. I will try to analyze the theory using the theory evaluation criteria to evaluate the strengths and weaknesses of the theory. I will do my best to recommend improvements to the theory that I see fit. I will try to give examples and show how I would consider the theory to be improved on. In this presentation, I hope to clearly state what the theory is and how it can be used to improve communications between others. The theory itself was written by Stella Ting Toomey. She was born in Hong Kong and came over to the U.S. in the summer of 1972 to attend the University of Iowa. She studied mass communications as her undergraduate, which she enjoyed for being very intense, creative, fun, and hands-on, but found deeper questions to be answered. The more involved she got, she decided to continue at the University of Iowa and try to address some of those questions during a master's degree in communications theory. Face negotiation theory is multifaceted incorporated research from intercultural communications, conflict, politeness, and face work. Face is a metaphor for a public image people display, or in other words, face is the impression that people get from just what they see. Tingy bases much of her theory on face and face work. Face originates with the Chinese, has two conceptualizations of face, Lin and Min Tiao. I hope I said those right. Two terms describing identity and ego. Ting Toomey is not the first person to write a theory on face. Erwin Goffman is credited for the concept of face in the Western research. However, Ting Toomey elaborated more on face and the way it can be applied to those close in relationships. Face negotiation theory is influenced by a few different theories that are closely related, one of which is politeness theory. This theory content that people will use politeness strategy based on the perception of face threats. This theory includes two different concepts of face, positive face and negative face. Ting Toomey developed a more depth in concept that she referred to as face work. She defined this action as used to deal with face needs and wants of self and others. It's also defined as the verbal and nonverbal strategies that we use to maintain, defend, or upgrade our own social image and attack or defend the social image of others. The approach that was taken to create face negotiation theory was impartial and scientific, because researchers compiled large amounts of data, how people lost their face, saved their face, or maintained their face, and restored their face. They used data that could be tested and could prove their findings. They studied multiple cultures to clearly understand why certain cultures were more affected. One of the critiques that I have found for this theory is the logical consistency for this theory to work, and because accuracy, it assumes that everyone in certain situations or cultures is going to react the same way. I would have to call that a negative point about the theory, just because people are not always going to react the way someone is going to predict. A positive that I saw for this theory is the heroism that the theory has inspired. It has sparked an interest among intercultural communication and research. This means that because of face negotiation theory, others have been able to create theories that are similar but look at different ways to apply their own theories. Face negotiation theory can be applied to other relationships like families and problems that they encounter. William B. Gundicust, I hope I said his name right, has influenced face negotiation theory with some other theories. Avoiding face work emphasizes that preservation of relational harmony by not directly dealing with conflict up front, pretending to gloss over the conflict, passive-aggressive types of avoiding moves. Face work can be used to strategically diffuse situations that are uncomfortable and use passive-aggressive strategies to avoid losing face. Improvements to the theory which I could suggest is to have a broader array of test subjects. As with any type of research, having the most accurate data will help any theory. For example, have subjects that will test the theories so that the strategies that are being talked about can be put to use as soon as they learn about them. Another example that I can think of is to use more diverse test subjects like different ages and cultures to make for a broader spectrum of data. Face negotiation theory is a theory that has relevance today. It can be applied to a number of situations and affect those who understand how to use the theory. Not only can it be used with strangers and how to predict the way that they will react, but it's also a bridge to gap the gender and different cultures. The more people learn about this theory, the more the theory will grow. And if I have learned anything from this theory, is that I'm the type of person in any situation, and if I saw anyone lose their face in front of me, I will have to try and help them save their face. Thanks, guys, for watching, and thanks for being so supportive this semester. I appreciate it, and have a good summer.